Okay, so here's everything you need to do a wax at home. Here are some popsicle sticks. The new kit came with these ones. I've never used them before, but I'm excited to try. You're gonna need some gloves. Any type of latex gloves will do. You don't have to use them. I just use them because I don't want it to rip off my nail paint. And then you're gonna want some kind of pre-wax serum. This just came in the kit that I had, and I apply it with cotton pads or a paper towel. And then this is also the post-wax oil. You're gonna put this on after you're done waxing, and it's gonna help get rid of all the extra wax. This is baby powder, and then this is also a makeup brush that I use to apply my baby powder. Next, of course, we have the hard wax beads. These are from Crybaby Wax. They actually smell really good. They are mango scented. And then, of course, the star of the show, you will want a wax warmer. This is also from Crybaby Wax, and you're gonna want a silicone mold insert because it's easier to clean. I like to keep a trash bag close by so that I can dispose of the wax strips very easily. So this is an example of wax that is way too runny. You definitely want to cool this down a little bit before using it. Okay, so this consistency is about what perfect looks like, so let's get waxing. Okay, so we're gonna start with our pre-wax spray. We're just gonna spray it on here, and we'll rub it in the area we are waxing. Probably should have done this first, but next we are going to put on our gloves. So next we're gonna put the baby powder on the brush. And this essentially just creates a barrier between the skin, on the skin, so that the wax will grab the hair a lot better. Just put a little bit on the tip and I rub it around and where I'm gonna be waxing. Okay, now that we have that done, you're ready to wax. Now, your wax should be very sticky, almost like molasses to the stick. It should be a little bit runnier than this. See how it's coming down? But I had turned my thing off for a while, but this will work. This is fine. So when you're applying it, you want to apply it the way that your hairs lay. If my hairs are going straight down, like towards my butt, I'm gonna lay the wax that way and then create a little bit of a lip at the end, which is easy. You just, when you're applying, you go down and then you twist around like that to create a little lip of extra product. And then you can pull from there after it dries. So when you're letting your wax dry, you're gonna wanna make sure that it's not hard. It's gonna be like a little hard, but you should be able to push down on it a little bit still and it'll form. If it is too hard, it's not gonna work. So I'm doing my first strip. So after you pull the strip, there it is. So when you pull your first strip, so you lay it and then you pull it. Right after you pull it, if you put your hand over top of where you just did the strip, it will help ease the sting of it. The best way to tell if the wax is dry or not is by just kind of putting your hand on top of it, and if it's not sticky anymore, then it's probably good to pull. This is a good example. See how the piece is still kind of flimsy? It's not super hard. That's kind of the texture of what you want it to be when it pulls, like not hard. See this piece, that's too hard now and it wouldn't pull. See how it's like cracking and falling apart? You don't want it to be like that when you pull. Like my inner thigh, I'll do those two strips first because those typically have the least amount of hair. I just like getting them out of the way because sometimes I tend to forget to do them. And then from there, I will do my top portion. And then that one honestly doesn't have a lot of hair because I've been waxing for so long, all the hair is kind of gone. And then I do my sides of my labia, and those are probably the hardest. They're what I'm doing right now. They take a little bit more work because you have to pull over everything. My best advice is to pull over everything, make it super tight down there when you're pulling it. That way the hairs can get stuck on the wax. And same thing when you pull it, pull everything apart so when you pull the strip, everything's tight. There it is. So usually on my labia I have to do a couple passes because that's where like the most hair is. And I'm just applying as far back as the wax will allow me, or however much wax I have. So I'm just gonna sit here, wait for it to dry. I'll constantly just fill it with my glove. And you can tell, once you've done it for so long, you can tell, like when it's ready to be pulled. I accidentally turned my waxer off, so I wanna show you what wax looks like when it's too hard. It looks like this. See how it's like not even moving off of it? You want it to be like in the middle of what I showed you at the beginning, and this is like not gonna work.